If you are looking for a modern tractor that can handle serious farm work while still giving the driver comfort, control and smart technology, the 2026 Case IH Puma and Maxxum are two machines that deserve a close look. These tractors are built for farmers who want strong performance, useful technology and the flexibility to handle many different jobs throughout the year. Case IH has built a strong reputation for producing tractors that are designed around real farming needs. The Puma and Maxxum families sit in an important part of the Case IH range. They are powerful enough for demanding field work, but they are also practical for jobs such as baling, mowing, loader work, transport, livestock work and general farm duties. The big difference between the two families is their position in the range. Maxxum focuses on versatility and everyday farm work, while Puma moves into a higher power class for heavier jobs. The current Case IH range places Maxxum models around 115 to 150 horsepower in the US market, while Puma models cover roughly 150 to 240 horsepower. Let us start with the Maxxum. The Maxxum is one of those tractors that does not need to be used for just one job. It can become the main tractor for a mixed farm because it can work with loaders, trailers, balers, mowers and many other implements. Depending on the model and market, the Maxxum family includes different power levels. The current US range includes the Maxxum 115, 125, 135, 145 and 150. Case IH describes the Maxxum as a multi-purpose workhorse, and the description makes sense because the tractor is designed to cover a wide range of farming jobs. Under the bonnet, Maxxum tractors use FPT engines. The US specification lists turbocharged 4.5-liter 4-cylinder and 6.7-liter 6-cylinder engines, with rated power ranging from 116 to 150 horsepower depending on the model. These engines also use common rail fuel injection, helping provide responsive performance and efficient operation. For a farmer, horsepower is only one part of the story. What really matters is how the tractor delivers that power. This is where the Maxxum becomes interesting. Case IH offers different transmission choices, including Active Drive 4, Active Drive 8 and CVX Drive, depending on model and market. Active Drive 4 is a 16x16 semi-powershift transmission, while Active Drive 8 provides a wider range of working speeds with dual clutch technology. CVX Drive is a continuously variable transmission that can smoothly change speed while keeping the tractor working efficiently. For someone doing simple field work, Active Drive 4 can provide the straightforward operation needed for everyday jobs. If the tractor spends long hours planting, baling or performing demanding work, Active Drive 8 offers more flexibility. And for loader work or applications where speed changes happen regularly, CVX Drive can make the tractor feel particularly smooth. This choice is important because every farm is different. A farmer working mainly with a loader may want the smooth control of a CVX Drive transmission. Another farmer may prefer the familiar feel of a powershift gearbox. The Maxxum gives buyers the opportunity to match the tractor to their actual work rather than forcing everyone into one configuration. Hydraulics are another important part of the package. Modern implements can demand a lot from a tractor's hydraulic system. A loader, baler or other hydraulic implement needs reliable flow and control. Case IH offers different hydraulic pump configurations on the Maxxum, including pressure flow compensated systems for applications that require additional or continuous flow. The US specification lists maximum main implement pump flow of up to 39.6 gallons per minute, depending on configuration. That means the Maxxum is not simply a tractor for pulling an implement behind it. It is designed to actively power modern equipment. The 3-point hitch is also important for everyday farming. Case IH offers lift configurations with capacities listed up to 8,945 pounds in the US specification. This gives the Maxxum the ability to handle a wide range of mounted equipment, although the exact capability depends on model and configuration. Then there is the PTO. The PTO is one of the most important parts of a tractor when working with balers, mowers and other powered equipment. Maxxum models offer 540 and 1000 revolutions per minute rear PTO options, with configuration depending on the tractor and market. A front PTO can also be available. But a tractor is not only about what happens outside the cab. Farmers can spend many hours inside a tractor, sometimes from early morning until late evening. That makes the operator environment extremely important. The Maxxum has been designed with a spacious operator area, intuitive control placement, climate control and wide visibility. Case IH also offers different cab and suspension options depending on market and specification. That comfort can make a real difference during a long working day. Imagine spending 8 or 10 hours baling hay. You do not want to constantly fight the controls or struggle to see the implement behind you. You want the tractor to feel natural and predictable. This is where modern tractor design has changed dramatically. The Maxxum can also be fitted with technology designed to make farming more accurate and efficient. Depending on specification, Case IH offers precision farming and guidance solutions. In some markets, systems such as EZ Pilot and AFS technology can help reduce operator workload and improve steering accuracy. Now let us move up to the Puma. The Puma is a larger and more powerful tractor family designed for farmers who need extra muscle. Current Case IH information places the Puma range from around 150 to 240 horsepower, with models including the Puma 150, 165, 185, 200, 220 and 240 in the published North American range. This is where the tractor starts to feel like a serious field machine. The Puma can be used for jobs that require more pulling power, larger implements and longer working hours. It is suited to applications such as cultivation, planting, mowing, baling, transport and heavy general farm work. The Puma 150 is an interesting starting point because it overlaps with the top end of the Maxxum family. That gives farmers a choice. If you want a compact, versatile machine, the Maxxum 150 may make sense. If you want to move into a heavier tractor platform with more capability for demanding field work, the Puma 150 becomes a natural step. As you move up through the Puma family, the available power increases significantly. The larger Puma models can provide the strength needed to work with big implements while maintaining useful road and field performance. The exact engine, transmission and equipment specification varies by market, so farmers need to check the local Case IH specification before making a purchase. One of the biggest strengths of the Puma concept is balance. A tractor with huge horsepower is not automatically a better tractor. If it is too large for the farm, it can increase costs and may not be the most practical choice. The Puma is designed to sit between smaller utility tractors and much larger high-horsepower machines. That makes it attractive for farms that need serious power without moving into an extremely large tractor. The Puma also brings a strong focus on operator comfort. The cab is designed to give the driver good visibility around the tractor and implement. Modern controls are placed to make important functions easier to reach. Depending on the specification, features can include advanced armrest controls, suspension and precision farming technology. This matters because productivity is not just about horsepower. If the operator is comfortable, visibility is good and the controls are easy to understand, the tractor can be easier to use for long periods. Another important part of the Puma experience is transmission choice. Depending on model and market, Puma tractors can be equipped with transmission technologies designed for different types of work. A farmer who spends most of the day in field work may have different requirements from someone who spends much of the day transporting trailers on the road. The right transmission can help the engine operate in a useful range while making speed control easier. And this is one of the reasons why modern tractors are becoming more like intelligent working machines. The tractor is no longer simply an engine, gearbox and four wheels. Modern tractors can communicate with implements, use guidance systems, manage engine and transmission performance and help the operator perform repetitive tasks more efficiently. For the farmer, this can mean less stress and better consistency. Think about a long field operation. The tractor needs to maintain a steady speed. The implement needs to remain correctly positioned. The engine needs to provide enough power. The transmission needs to respond to changing conditions. The hydraulic system needs to keep working. And the operator needs to monitor everything. A modern Case IH tractor is designed to bring many of these systems together. That is why technology is becoming such an important part of the Puma and Maxxum families. But despite all the technology, these tractors still have to do the basic job. They have to work. They have to start early in the morning. They have to pull heavy equipment through difficult soil. They have to work during harvest. They have to move trailers. They have to operate loaders. They have to keep going when the weather is not perfect. Reliability therefore remains one of the most important things farmers look for. The Maxxum is particularly interesting for mixed farming operations. A mixed farm might need one tractor for mowing grass in the morning, feeding livestock later, moving materials in the afternoon and pulling a trailer on the road in the evening. Buying a tractor that can perform several jobs can be more useful than buying a machine that is perfect for only one operation. That is where the Maxxum's versatility becomes its biggest advantage. The Puma, on the other hand, makes more sense when the farm needs greater field performance. If you are pulling a large cultivator, working with a bigger planter or using heavy equipment, the additional power of the Puma can make a noticeable difference. There is also the question of fuel efficiency. Farmers do not simply want maximum power. They want useful power without unnecessary fuel consumption. The modern FPT engines used across the Case IH range are designed with fuel efficiency and emissions control in mind. The combination of turbocharging, common rail injection and electronic engine management helps provide strong performance while meeting modern emissions requirements, depending on market specification. Another area worth talking about is loader work. Maxxum tractors can be paired with Case IH loaders for material handling. The company lists compatible loaders with different lifting capacities, giving the tractor more flexibility for jobs such as moving feed, manure, pallets and other materials. This makes the Maxxum especially attractive to livestock farms. The tractor can spend part of the year doing field work and another part doing loader and yard work. That kind of flexibility can be extremely valuable. The Puma can also be used for loader work, but its bigger size and power make it particularly attractive when the main requirement is heavy field performance. And then there is road transport. Modern farming often means traveling between fields, farms and storage areas. A tractor therefore needs to be stable and comfortable on the road as well as productive in the field. A good tractor should feel confident when towing a trailer and should give the operator good visibility. The Maxxum's versatility makes it a strong candidate for farms where road transport is a regular part of the working day. The Puma adds more capability for heavier loads and demanding operations. Another important point is customization. There is no single perfect tractor for every farmer. Case IH offers different engine outputs, transmission choices, hydraulic systems, PTO configurations, tires, cab equipment, front hitches and precision technology depending on model and market. That means two tractors from the same family can be configured very differently. One could be set up for livestock and loader work. Another could be designed for field work. Another could be equipped for precision planting. This ability to configure the machine is one of the strongest reasons why the Puma and Maxxum families remain relevant. So which one should you choose? If your farm needs a versatile tractor for general field work, livestock, loader operations, mowing, baling and transport, the Maxxum is a very strong option. If you need more power for larger implements and demanding field work, the Puma is the more natural choice. The decision should not be based only on the biggest horsepower number. It should be based on the jobs you actually do. Think about your implements. Think about your fields. Think about how many hours the tractor will work every year. Think about whether you need a loader. Think about road transport. Think about the transmission you prefer. And think about how much technology you really need. The best tractor is not always the biggest tractor. It is the tractor that matches the farm. The 2026 Case IH Puma and Maxxum continue to show how modern tractors are becoming more capable without losing their practical farming purpose. The Maxxum gives farmers a flexible platform with strong engine choices, multiple transmissions, useful hydraulics, loader compatibility and a comfortable operator environment. The Puma takes the idea further by offering significantly higher power, making it suitable for heavier field operations and larger implements. Case IH currently lists Puma models from 150 through 240 horsepower in its US range. What makes these tractors interesting is not simply the red paint or the horsepower figure. It is the combination: power, control, comfort, technology, hydraulics, PTO performance, transmission choice, and the ability to adapt the tractor to different farming jobs. For a modern farmer, that combination can be more important than any single feature. The future of farming will demand machines that can do more while helping farmers use time, fuel and equipment more effectively. The Case IH Puma and Maxxum are built around that idea. They are tractors designed not just to look powerful, but to be useful every day. Whether you are working with livestock, cutting grass, baling hay, planting crops, pulling heavy equipment or simply handling everyday farm jobs, these tractors offer a combination of performance and versatility that makes them worth watching. And perhaps the most impressive thing is how far tractor technology has come. A machine that once needed constant manual control can now assist with steering, manage transmission operation, communicate with implements and provide the operator with a much more comfortable working environment. Yet at the end of the day, the purpose remains simple. Get the job done. That is what the 2026 Case IH Maxxum and Puma are all about. They are powerful farming machines designed for farmers who expect their tractors to work hard, work efficiently and keep delivering when the day is long. And if you are choosing between the two, the answer is simple. For versatility and everyday multi-purpose farming, look closely at the Maxxum. For bigger jobs and higher horsepower requirements, look towards the Puma. Both bring the famous Case IH red tractor identity, but they serve slightly different needs. And that is exactly what makes the Puma and Maxxum such an interesting pair for modern farming. Before buying, always check the exact 2026 specification, available models, emissions standard, transmission options and equipment offered in your country, because Case IH specifications can vary by market. For farmers looking for one tractor that can become a genuine partner on the farm, the 2026 Case IH Maxxum and Puma deserve a serious look. These are not machines built simply for show. They are built for work. And when the sun comes up, the fields are waiting and there is a long list of jobs to complete. That is what matters most. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe my YouTube channel.